John 16, verse 33. I have said these things to you that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world. But take heart, I have overcome. But take heart. I love those words. It just gives me so much motivation and excitement in the midst of such a tumultuous time. You know, in this passage, Jesus mentions peace, tribulation, and taking heart. Is there a better time than now to share those words? You know, I've heard it said that either you're in a storm, approaching a storm, or coming out of a storm. Our life is filled with tribulations and difficult times. I have said these things to you that in me you may have peace. I love it that Jesus, knowing that they were troubled, is preparing his disciples upon his departure to have peace. He's concerned about your peace. He's concerned about our peace and making sure we're set up for success. I remember a student, I'm hearing the story of a student who wanted to capture the idea of peace in a drawing. How do you draw peace? What kind of picture do you draw? If you're like me, maybe you think of the peace symbol, or maybe you think of someone holding up two fingers to show peace. However, he drew something different that surprised me and surprised those who were watching his picture. He drew a tornado. And not just a tornado, he drew a hurricane on top of that. Then a tsunami. He drew so many storms with the winds and the rains, showing that they were so fierce in this picture. That's not what I thought of as peace. But when you looked at the picture more steadily, right there in the middle, there was a little plot of land, like an island in the middle of the storm. And on that piece of land, there was a person standing there with a smile on his face. He said, "This is peace." What was he trying to get at? What was his point? His point was that peace is best shown and demonstrated in the midst of a storm, in the midst of things that are so difficult and dark and unexpected. He says, this is peace. Because you can't see peace as well unless there's a storm. Light doesn't shine as bright until the lights are turned off and it's dark. So he said, this is peace. You see, I can't see peace sitting on the couch watching TV. I can't see peace sitting on the beach and relaxing. Though I may be at peace, let there be a storm raging around me, and yet stillness still in my eyes. Let there be a test, a big exam coming up in a few weeks, yet my peers and students look at me and see stillness and calmness. Let the relationships in my life be uncertain. My marriage have difficulties, yet I still have peace. My children's future be uncertain. Health problems come up, and there still be stillness. See, you can see peace more clearly in the midst of all these things. Where is your peace? He says, look, I didn't come to give you a hard time, but to have peace. But listen to his words carefully, because he said what his promise does not say. He says, in this world you will have tribulation. He says, I'm not going to save you from that. You will have tribulation. You will. Don't ask why. Don't ask, you can ask why, but don't ask why me. He says, you will. Everyone will have tribulations. The winds and the rains will fall on all. But those who are in me can enjoy peace, because they stand on a promise that's not shaken. You see, any politician or president or person of power can give all these promises, but only on the promise of Yahshua can we stand and not be shaken. And I smile at that, because when I think about where my feet are planted, I know it's sure ground. I know his investing in his kingdom and living according to his principles is what's going to sustain me. That's what's going to sustain us, holding on to his word. You will have tribulation, but there will be peace. But take heart, I have overcome the world. Take heart. No matter what challenge, no matter what health issue, no matter what mental or social tribulation is berating your heart in your life, he says, take heart. I have overcome. I have overcome. Now, if I've watched Jesus and he failed and he was defeated, I could be discouraged. I watched a movie. If I watched a movie with him in it, and it's like I'm watching a movie with him in it, should I say, and he gets destroyed. I'm like, no, I'm putting everything I know into Jesus and standing in him and standing on his promises, and yet he's defeated and he fails, then I'm seriously discouraged. Because if my master, my leader, the one whom I look up to cannot do it, then surely I have no chance. But he says, take heart. Take heart. I have overcome. I have overcome. I have overcome. I've already done it. The victory has been had. You need to just stand up in it. In that difficult moment, and say, I'm standing in him, and he's already overcome every challenge, every health problem, every issue that comes up mentally, socially, in our classrooms, at our jobs, concerning finances. He said, I've overcome them. Watch me. And we've watched him, and he's already overcome, even to the point of death. Couldn't keep his hold on him. He's overcome. And let these words be reminded to us. Let the peace of our Savior and our Master Yeshua fill our hearts and bask in. Let our spirits bask in that essence, knowing that he's already overcome. Yes, we're going to have tribulations, but the smiles are still on our face. The stillness is still in our eyes, because we have a good and solid promise. May Yeshua bless you, and may he keep you. Thank you.